What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Interracial topics are really big on social media, especially platforms like Black YouTube, or should I say, the Black sector of YouTube. And I noticed that, a lot of the Black sector, especially on Black Twitter, places like that, it is dominated a lot of times by Black women. Look at the Shade Room, look at Boss Up, look at Madame Noir, look at BET. These particular outlets give Black women the largest voice. Black men don't really have a lot of that organization yet. But so we know that the social media is dominated by African-American women. And I have noticed something. When Black men are in relationships with non-Black women, and even if these Black men don't have a history of talking down to Black women, it tends to be a problem. Let's look at Big Sean. Now he's with Janae Aiko and having a baby. Now I know Janae has some Black lineage, but what some sisters will say is, listen, she's not really full-blooded a Black woman, right? And so why is somebody like Big Sean dealing with her? Are we not good enough? Let's look at Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx exclusively now dates white women, not really Black. Okay, that's also another problem. Terrence Howard exclusively dates Asian or white women. He's married to an Asian woman now, right? But there's always names for these guys, even if these men never discuss Black women in a negative way. Jay Ellis, who's always used his platform to talk about the Black community and things like that, and his respect for the African-American community, especially Black women. There is an issue when he married his wife, Nina Sinelakar, right? Who's from Serbia. She's white. Big deal. So much of a big deal. He had to cut off his comment section on Instagram because sisters were pissed off. Maxwell, the singer, they had tagged him for taking a photo with a white woman. But now let's talk about Tika Sumpter. Tika Sumpter recently got married. Now to her longtime partner, Nick James. I believe they have a child together. Beautiful wedding. It was in Cabo San Lucas, and it was covered by a popular magazine by the name of Brides Magazine. And this couple was married in May, right? And it was a great wedding. It looks like it was very, very nice, star-studded event. But I went to Madame Noir and I saw, look at how Madame Noir covered it. And, she looked nice and it seemed like they had a good time. It was a very exclusive event. I don't have any problem with, her marrying a white man or anything like that. Looks great. And a lot of Black women thinks that it looks great too. I mean, even Tyler Perry showed up. So awesome, right? Awesome. Like it's supported. But where's the hatred for Tika Sumpter like it is for Jay Ellis? Oh yeah, it's not there because only Black men who are marrying out are the problem. See, it's completely okay for a Black woman on one hand to scrutinize or demonize Black men when they date out. But then when Tika Sumpter does it, or when Serena Williams does it, congratulate her. Girl, go ahead on and get you a white daddy. Because the thing is that a lot of sisters who have a problem with this, I'm not saying all Black women, but a lot of them don't dislike white men. They just dislike the fact that you're with white women. See that? They like David Carey used to always say, even a lot of Black men, they dislike white men, love white women. Black women, can dislike white women. Some of them love white men. So we have hypocrisy going on here. Now, when Tika Sumpter can date a white man, here's what you hear. Girl, I understand. These Black men, They not coming to the table or anything. They not progressive. This is why we divesting, because you know what? They're not taking care of their business. They're not competing. And we're going to be real. Some of the things that they're saying about black men is true. How do we know? Because we see it in our own communities. We know that some of the things they're saying, if not all to a certain degree, it's true. We know that it's true. We see it in our own communities. We know that it's true. Here is the fundamental issue here and the problem. If black men say the same thing, none of that is true. Black men are going out marrying somebody else that ain't black. Oh, it's a lie. You just can't handle a strong black woman because you want somebody that you can run over. You want somebody that you can control. You want somebody that you can do X, Y, and Z. And that's what you hear. And let me tell you like this, it sounds fucking ridiculous. All right. It's completely okay for black women to marry white men, and y'all will say nothing about it. When the black man does the same thing, it's cool. Listen, and this black woman can even have a history of bashing black men. Will lose no sponsorships over it. Will not get any community guideline strikes over it. No. Anytime a black man even mentions the fact that he's dating out because of something like that, and it's a black woman's issue, oh my goodness, he's gonna get canceled. And this is the reason why you can't have real conversations between black men and black women that actually lead to anything, because it's hypocritical from the jump street. It's unequal playing field, you see? And as long as black women have the media that they have, and I'll tell black men this is important, they spend money on their media. They have a market. The shade room knows who they're looking at when they're talking to, the neighborhood talk. You talk about gossip. They know who they're reaching, okay? And they can control the narratives of what happens in the black community because they are the buying power. That's what happens when women spend money. I tell guys all the time, this is why interests need to be supported. I try to tell guys all the time, this is why you should, if you have a good black male business, you should support it. You should support black male media if it's good, or try to help it get better so that your narratives can come out. Otherwise, you're going to continue to get this stuff. When Jay Ellis does something, listen, you want to get married interracially, listen, you're going to be demonized. But now when they do it, because it's their media, nobody will ever be able to demonize Tika Sumpter because this site is for black women. They are the buying audience. How dare you talk down on any black woman marrying a white man? And they will be right because it's their stuff. They're paying for it. Black men have to get into, being used to paying for things they want. Stop looking for the hookup and getting into the business of promoting our own content. So guys, what do you think about this hypocrisy? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.